Hello and welcome to episode 3
Yes.
of 2.5 Daz with me, Al Thompson.
Me, Ryan McCready.
And me, Stephen Youngson.
And this episode is going to be mainly Christmas based, if you haven't guessed already. This isn't my real hair. Because this will be released around about Christmas, we think.
So.
Anyway,
Christmas
aye.
Eve.
If the release schedule is a Monday, this could be released on Christmas Day.
No Christmas Eve, is that no?
Is in the Christmas Day, no, the 20th of Monday this year?
Aye, it is, aye.
Probably Christmas week.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hope
to
you had a
yous
good
all.
one.
Yeah.
Probably sitting watching this, having a big turkey if you're a reprobate and you're
Aye.
doing better today with your fucking day.
Aye, if you're spending Christmas with us, I do apologise. Your life can't be going that well.
No.
But yeah, this is our Christmas special. Alright, our third episode is a Christmas special. This hat will not be staying on because I'm roasting. But this episode we're going to be talking about Christmas as a Wayne, Christmas with Waynes and everything in between. So so will we go for, let's think about topics, what we'll start with here. So best presents.
Best presents?
Best presents.
Oh, shit, man. See, it's hard to pick a best present.
What's your first Christmas you remember? The hat's off already. What's the first Christmas present you remember? If you want, I'll go first because I'm ready for
Go
this.
for it.
A NES.
Yeah.
So I get the first ever. It might have been a SNES actually. Sorry, it was a SNES.
A SNES.
A SNES.
I remember.
No, it wasn't. It was a NES.
The big one, the band with the big long cartridges.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a NES because I get that. I get the NES with Super Mario and Duck Hunt. Do you remember Duck Hunt?
Yeah, Mike, it was the same disc, wasn't it?
Aye.
And you could get the gun for it and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Like,
So my dad set that up and he said he would have a shot of Mario just to make sure it was working. And we never got a chance to play it on Christmas Day because my dad played it the full day. But that was my first big present I remember at Christmas was
Nice.
that. I think we got a telly, mate, as well.
the
I mean, you need a telly, mate, I suppose.
Aye.
Yeah,
Just sit and look at the books.
this looks brilliant. But that was my first big Christmas present. I remember it was, and it still is probably one of my best days of my life because I love Christmas. Like,
Aye, me
if
too.
it wasn't for Christmas, I don't think I would want to live. that's how
Bold statement.
that's how I
Uh,
feel about Christmas.
I quite enjoy my Christmas, but no, it's no reason to live.
No, honestly, man. See if somebody.
I mean, I'm
was
few the reasons in there, but fuck me. Christmas is a low bar.
see if somebody was to say to me, right, like when COVID was and they had to cancel Christmas and all that carry on, like I know we didn't really do it, but it broke my heart. And then they come out and says, "Oh no, you can go." Was it one household or
It
something?
was
like that?
some
Aye,
bullshit,
aye.
wasn't
Aye.
it? Like us in the House of Parliament, we're going to do whatever the fuck we want, but yous plebs, yous need to just have one
They
person
dab-
come at yous.
They had that bubble programme, man, and I knew
Aye.
cunts that were in mere bubbles in West Ham. Do you know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure my mum and dad came round the back door to give my Waynes their Christmas present that year and didn't even set foot in the house. That's how fucking bad.
Aye.
That's mental when you think about it.
It really
innit?
is.
Well,
like when you were out shopping, you could only go one way. So if you walk by the cheese and you're like, oh fuck, no having cheese.
I bet I need to get a whole
I
fucking
can't
place.
turn round.
Aye.
So just no cheese.
Aye. Because I mean, like, fucking... Because I never had kids in the first Christmas in lockdown. And fucking... Like, my mum's like, oh, we can't come see you because we've got your grands. And my dad was got my nannies and stuff. I'm like, sound. I just had 4 of my mates up and we just sat and get butter all day.
Sounds like a good Christmas.
It was a good Christmas. It was probably the last good Christmas I had.
And there'll be no inquiries on your door about like
No.
statute of limitations are gone on that one.
Exactly. Aye, fuck them.
In the world.
But aye, so
That was your
Christmas.
first big. That was your
Aye.
thingy, the NES
Aye,
looking
the
at.
like that, and I remember. I think it was the year after I got a table football. What do you call
Oh,
it?
you bar
table
Fitbit.
football.
Bar Fitbit.
And my dad dropped it, and I heard it, and I woke up, and then I went down the stairs the next morning and says, "Oh, I heard Santa dropping that," because obviously I still believe Santa is still real.
3 weeks
And
ago.
aye. And it's not how Christmas works, Ryan. But they dropped it, and I says, "Oh, I heard Santa dropping this last night," and my mom obviously standing behind me, giving my dad daggers and all that for dropping my present. But aye, that was the next big one I remember. But what about yours?
I remember very early on, I must have only about 3 or 4, I got a Power Rangers motorbike.
Oh,
and it
yes.
was electric.
Wow.
But it felt it was as if it was that fucking size. But I bet if I had to look at it now, it'd probably be down there. But I went out on it Christmas morning, a couple of days after that, blah, blah, blah. One of the stabilisers fell off, my dad couldn't fix it, and I just get fucked in the garage for a couple of years before my dad scrapped it.
You are the most tragic guy I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, man. Tragic McCready.
Seriously, is that? Oh,
Aye.
no.
And again, I get a table football.
I fucking love table
My
football.
gran got me it, and my gran gave me it. We were having Christmas dinner at my gran's, and we were all playing it. Matt Linda get buttered and fell through it, and the bottom fell out it.
Yes.
So it was another present I had for a couple of years.
Christmas round the McCready household sounds like a
Oh, it was
fucking
nuts.
Wild West now.
It's like wrestling, isn't it? Really,
Makes sense now why all the wrestling
Oh,
chat from last
aye.
week, because it was literally what you seen growing up, like fucking put through tables and all that. Christmas Day bash.
It was at New Year's Revolution, sort of like.
Oh, dear.
Stevie, what you were saying about
Hey, this might sound this might paint me in a kind of we were in a better no, it wasn't a kind of better position than I've probably ever thought we were. But I got a pool table one year for my Christmas, right? Thingy,
You'll know as council as you make it.
aye. Stayed that. Well, we moved into a council house quite a couple of years after. That was because my granny died, and we were getting a shot at getting her house off on my head. But
Is your pool table bankrupt your full family? You move into this wee house, we're still paying off his pool table.
They bought the pool table to try and hingy, like, because they seen all the success of John Higgins, because he was like my fucking hero back in the day, man. He literally stayed down the hill. I fucking stayed at him, man. He won the Crucible. I actually used to have material about that, like saying like how he like literally was my hero growing up, like John Higgins, my grandpa, and everybody was into snooker and pool. He would have been fae wishy and stuff like that. And that was like my joke used to be that was the year we all convinced our mums and dads you could try and get a 6 foot by 3 foot pool table in a council house. But it's we used to stay on the main street and that at the time, and so there was like the way people had that house, they either used that room as their living room and they used the front room as a bedroom, but we'd like our house, our things were in like a loft, like our rooms, so we'd like this big fucking dining table kind of like sized room, right? There was nothing kind of room. Like, when do you always sit around? So they ended up getting rid of the table and they bought a pool table kind of thing. But with that way sort of thing, like one of the wee was, it was you had to have a wee half queue because you would have up the fucking corner and all that. But that was, I used to play snooker and that all the time and that, and as like kind of my job and all that, I became I'm just burning material at this point, man. But like it came in handy because I work with young people, so the pool table's pretty fucking handy. Like
Stevie's going to he's working hustling Wayne's out your money.
like you want a game? Like my 20 pence will last me all day, wee man. You know what I mean? You're getting me off this fucking thing. But
for betting on antidepressants and all that.
I'm not going back in there.
You bring your pocket money next week. You technically half you.
That was that, like, man, fucking, like, that was the thing, like, growing up, like, because obviously I'm a couple of years older than you and all that kind of thing, like, literally, it was, I was saying the last thing, Atari ST was my computer at the time, kind of thing. It wasn't until I was 10 before I got a fucking Sega, you know what I mean? Like, it was like my 9th or 10th birthday, I think, whenever I got a Sega, like, so, like, pool, darts, shit like that, man, that was my jam. Like,
I grew up with that, that darts board. I loved the darts board.
Did you ever play darts and take somebody out of the newspaper and use them as the
No.
fucking? It was always pictures of Maggie Thatcher. That was
I never had the patience. I just wanted to find pointy things at a wall.
There was one year where skateboarding was really big.
Oh,
I think
aye.
it was like
I had a skateboard when I was
I
younger.
think everybody had one.
worst time to get a skateboard when it's fucking snowing outside.
I know. And I went, there was this hill in my estate, and I would just like go down it and then go around the corner. And there would always be these folks stoning, like sometimes there'd be folks stoning, watching, waiting for me to do a trick. And I'm like, I'm just going to run here. If I do a trick, I'll paralyse myself. So I just went round like, he's shite. What's he doing that for? I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing that. And then I just went in the garage and until I
I
got
used to
skipped.
skate like fuck, man, but I was never any good. But I liked the ramps. I could do the ramps and that all right. But again, talking about, there was a wee bit of my bit, we and my pals used to get a wee skin. I could jump up a curb and that was about it. But then one day there was guys out cutting a fence and they were like, can I get a shot of your skateboard, wee man? And they're ollieing about the height of the fence and all that. Like, teachers.
I couldn't. I knew how to do the ollie. Like you kick it up there, then
Aye,
swipe
slide.
your feet, and then they'd be saying, "Right, we'll show you slowly," and then they would be doing it slowly when they were trying to teach me, and then I would just do it slowly.
Slowly, aye,
I
rather than fall quick.
couldn't. I can't move quick. I've never been able to move quick.
See,
And still
I
don't
got
move quick.
one for my birthday one year because my birthday's in May, I had a bike and that, and my dad's like, right, I want a tennis racket and a skateboard, because that's what I'd done. And I go to it, instantly burst my head open in the garage you went. Because
Your garage just fully broken dreams.
Mate, it had a jackhammer in it for fucking years, it bags of sand and just all these fucking
Your
useless
toys.
useless bits of equipment. I just broke something on or something.
Aye, well, I was always feel like when I was younger, I was like 5. I had I fell off my bike and hit my head off a motor and completely burst my head open. Like there's a bit of scar there. You see it? It's kind of like down there. No, aye. You can't see it for the wrinkles. But and for then, I've always been kind of feared to do anything that was like skateboardy or put myself at any risk. Like climb a fence. Couldn't climb a fence because it was like, if I fall off this, I'm going to die. There was a guy. He'll no mind me saying this, but there was a metal fence run the next street up for me, and his ball went over the fence. And he went to climb it and jumped, and his ball got caught in the fence and he ripped his ball off.
Oh, off!
Aye.
Oh, that happened to a boy I knew, but he was climbing up. So at the back of my garage, I had a wee wooden fence that was only a wire fence, but you used to be able to climb it to get on top of the garage, and he was doing that, and he fell, and he sliced up his thigh and sliced his ball to the boss hack till the ball was hanging out.
Oh, man, accidental vasectomy right there, man. Oh.
The guy that done it, that I knew was called Russell, and his nickname was Rut, and then it got changed to One Nut Rut.
Oh, yes.
Which was poetry. I need to take this jumper off. I need to get off the screen, so you just continue talking. I'm roasting.
Yeah,
It's
where
an
were we
interlude
going with
music.
that?
I don't know, we're talking about gifts and all that, like best gifts.
Aye.
and stuff like that.
I remember getting my PSD for the first time. I remember getting that, and that was like my first proper massive. I had bikes and stuff like that, but I was just always wanting a bike because everybody else had one. But I knew I wanted, because I had the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 and that, and because my dad was dead into games. And I'm like, I want a PS3, and I remember having a lot less presents than my wee sister. And then I'm like, I'm getting a PS3 here. Because I'd figured it out, fucking Santa wasn't real, but I hadn't got on yet. And because they never told me it was 11 or 12, and then I was like, I sound like I know. But I go to it, and I remember lifting this big box off the couch, and I'm going, this is fucking heavy. And at this point, for some reason in my head, I thought PlayStation 3s, you could fling them up in the air and catch them in the boards. You know what I mean? And I'm going, oh, this can't be it. And I put it down, and I'm like, no, I'll open another thing. And my mom's like, open it. Cost me a fortune, fucking open it. But I remember opening it and going off my trumpet. Let's see that one. It's the wee lassie opens a present. She goes, Mario Kart Deluxe, you fucking dancer. That's like me, man.
Have you ever seen the boy open the Nintendo 64?
Is this the one that gets the cardboard out or something like that? No, it's a different one again.
Is it the one where he opens the Nintendo 64 and screams at the top of his voice like, Nintendo 64? You never seen that? Oh,
I was
it's
thinking
fucking
of one. It
amazing.
used to be You've Been Framed every year, and it was a Sega. I was like, a Sega, and the wee guy take the tap out, cardboard.
Or the wee boy that gets an avocado for his Christmas as well. Oh,
Avocado.
he fucking loves it. See, that's what it's all about. But aye.
Talking of that, like, what are the Waynes getting this year? He's got any?
April has asked Santa for a robot dog, so we've got a real dog.
Aye.
But aye, she
Why,
wants
did
a
he kinda
robot dog.
fucking the wee back flipper
No,
kinda
this
thing,
is like a proper. I
Is
don't
it
know.
like the big raptors you used to get? Mine did robot
I've
raptors.
seen things.
Aye.
Aye,
something
so
like
it's pretty high tech looking, like a
Right.
proper. But aye, that's what she's asked for, and obviously the wee one just kind of gets. It's only her birthday, like last Sunday or whatever. So she's just getting the usual kind of stuff. But no, I mean that's she's not got to the point where she's asking for makeup and that yet, because we wouldn't know. Like Gail's no big into makeup and stuff like that, but I know there's a lot of folk in her class that's
Aye.
wanting foundation and stuff. It's
Aye.
like you're a 6-year-old, man.
Seriously, 6 they're getting foundation. That's quite crazy.
Yeah, it is now.
Do I know what my Waynes have asked for? Like one of them asked for a mouse for his computer because his mouse broke, right? A mouse for his computer.
I thought you were going to say like a mouse.
No,
and a key.
Mouse, eh?
And the other one's asked for a laminator.
It's hardcore in your house, is it?
A fucking laminator. He's got a
What's he like,
laminator.
laminate?
He's right into art. So he's always
right,
he's
right.
been making things. He makes a lot of stuff and all that. And at one point, I was like, "Oh, that's cool," but he was making them out of paper, and I was trying to get him to make these things out of card. It was like we kind of like dinosaurs and that. Like he just takes about one of my kids is diagnosed autistic, the other one's on the pathway kind of thing for it, and he hyper focuses on like, so he watches videos on it and stuff, and he'll just go away and date art. He's see for being 8 years old, he can draw really well. He's got a knack for it. So what I remember when he was making these things out of paper before he made them out of card, it's like, oh, see if you laminated that would be stronger and it would last longer. And I think that me seed months ago must have sat in, and they were like, "What you want for Christmas? A laminator?" We're like, I know exactly why you will get a laminator.
So
You've dug yourself your own hole.
So were you trying to say to us, "Oh, you're getting a laminator," then get us to laugh, and then say, "No, actually, use our bastards because
I feel a bit bad myself there.
I was just putting it out there to see the fuck's
you bastards."
I just like to sometimes just drop ones out there and see what the fucking response is. Because it makes me laugh. I thought that was in class. And it cost me 20 quid, so Christmas is fucking sorted.
Aye.
Aye.
I think a robot dog for 20 quid. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
My oldest, Lucas, she's wanting a tablet. We've got one of the wee Fire tablet for the range, but
Aye.
his mum was talking about getting a Nintendo Switch for him, and I'm like, he's still only 3, and he'll get frustrated and annoyed.
Because you need to read a lot of the stuff on
Aye, and now you can't. Like he used to play a Mario game on my phone, and he used to just jump at the walls and then be like, "Daddy, you do it." So I'm like, I'll get him an actual tablet. We can download actual games on it, no Wayne's games where it's what colour is this? We'll download actual games on it and we'll give him an actual tablet, and that'll be like a step before we go into PlayStations and everything.
Aye. I think that the Amazon Fire tablet's like a gateway drug in it. It's like giving them that, and then it's like before I became it, that you're wanting to you don't want to give them. Aye. I know it just sounded like I was doing my set there, but but like I was saying, no, I'm not giving them tablets or anything like that, and it's like
I want to give them. I want to give them all the technology in the world, because that's the way the world's going. That's where money will be made. I want them to be so, because I was always like kept for. I remember when we were all playing the PlayStation together, me and my mates, my dad used to make me go outside, and I'm like, all my mates are on the PlayStation, they'll no come outside. Well, you go outside and get some food. And I just used to sit on his doorstep for an hour waiting on him letting me back in. I'm like, I feel it. And I used to love going out, don't get me wrong, I used to love playing football and everything. And we had a wee car park outside, we used to play tennis and stuff on, and build fires and steal wheelie bins and all that. But he used to just hang it, and then so I'm not as naturally technological as some of my mates I grew up with.
Right.
And I want my bairns to go in and know shit about tablets and technology, and I want them to harness that. So I'm happy to give them it.
we want them to become millionaire streamers, is what we
Yes,
because you were always told you never make any money
playing
sitting there
video
and playing
games.
that video
Was
game.
what they used to tell us at school, and that kind of thing.
And then there's
That's where the money is.
billions,
I had never listened to a single teacher that I went to school.
right. I mean, that's the thing though, like gaming's like the biggest industry in the world. It's better than movies, it's better than music, like money making wise and stuff like that. It's
And
crazy.
it's also why I remember hearing the thing about it is it's like one of the cheapest forms of entertainment that you can get, because the amount of hours per thing that you can do is it's
Aye, like you can go on and watch streams for nothing. You can go and watch endless amounts of YouTube videos and they cost nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why would you know gear means it if you're fucking trying to get something on the cheap?
I was watching the Grinch PS1 game on YouTube.
oh yes.
And it's just
There was a Grinch game?
aye, because I went on eBay to see if I could get it, and it was 50 quid.
Aye, this
it's
thing is
mental.
crazy. No, if you had the chipped ones, but we're talking about
Aye.
but like thingy, that's I can't remember. I was going to go with that. Aye, that's what, I get this fact like one time at the work, and it was whenever the PS3 was out, just when you were talking about PS3, that's what it reminded me, and it was about youth disorder, and it said that at the time, so this was like a few years ago, obviously when the PlayStation 3 was out, if you had a PlayStation 3 in your house, your young adolescent male kind of thing, like up to the age of 15, was 85% less likely to get an ASBO. If they had a PlayStation 3 in the house. And the police to us at the time was like, see if you had a wee roaster of Wayne, would you know just buy them a PlayStation just to fucking stop them from getting into a life of crime? And like, that was like the kind of way this guy looked at it, and like that's mental, isn't it? Like if that was actually,
Like,
I don't know if that's still the case, but geez, that was a crazy
Like, see,
fact
even
at the
though
time.
I was a wee bam growing up like, and like, I still am the day really, but I read scientific papers, and I read one when I was very young, 14, 15. I read a scientific paper, and it was on people that play Call of Duty, people that play FIFA, and people like young teenagers playing Call of Duty, playing FIFA, and people that didn't play any game console.
Aye.
And they says that there was 35% of the kids being unruly that didn't play a game console.
Aye.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I mean? And this was at the point where they were saying, "Oh, if your Wayne plays the PlayStation, they become violent." And they teach them.
That's the hand-eye coordination and all that kind of thing. They teach. I tell it. See, whenever my wife was learning to drive, she didn't learn to drive till she was like in her 30s, kind of thing, right? And they said, and she was worried about like has a perception test and stuff like that. They were like, "Does your partner play computer games?" You know what I mean? Like, why don't you should play shooting games because your reaction times will improve and stuff like that.
Well, she's just saying that. I read another scientific paper on it was by the University of Cambridge, and they says, see gamers, do you know you've got a mini-map?
Aye.
And if you play a game for a while, you don't need the mini-map.
Aye, because you just know it.
Apparently, gamers are less likely to get lost because they build a mini-map in their head the way they're going.
Aye.
And see, now that I think about it, see, when I go into Glasgow, like, it's only been the past year and a half that I've been getting into Glasgow quite a lot. See, for Central, I can map out and picture walking down all these wee side streets and go all these places because I've mapped it out in my head.
Well, before video gaming was really big for me and all that. I knew that Glasgow at the back of my hand because of what guitar shops were where. I could be because folk go, where's that? Oh, that's next to McCormick's. It's down by. You know what I mean? I knew them all. I used to go to them all the time. It was my mini-map. I was pre-guitar that man.
Oh, really?
I think my favourite shop at the time was McCormick's, and that's now a Jehovah's Witness church.
Oh, is it?
I was like, no, whenever I noticed it was shut down, I was like, no.
That's mental. No, but it's all about the growth of his heart. This is the Grinch's heart before it grew. I've got it tattooed on my finger. You see it? I can't get over what you've just said, so I'm just.
It's on my finger. I know.
It's on my middle finger.
Just what?
But no, that is my favourite Christmas film.
You need to sell the Grinch to me then, man, because I've seen the Grinch once. Somebody bought me in DVD when it came out, and I watched it once, and I was also of the opinion of, that's no for me.
You didn't describe him as a Chewbacca.
No, I didn't because I'm an atheist.
Is that Provo Chewbacca?
So I watch the Grinch every Christmas Eve. I can't watch it before it.
All right.
But I don't. I honestly, I'm youth through me. For
he can't. He's not even got the hell. He's like, that's my favourite film, and I don't even know why.
So it's just Jim. I love Jim Carrey.
Aye, of course.
Like that's like growing up. It was
I
like
forgot that was Jim Carrey.
Aye, is that good?
The makeup's that good.
Aye, ooh, that's shit. I'm not going. And it's aye. So Jim Carrey was just the fucking man when we were growing up. We had Liar, and Ace Ventura.
Yes, Man.
The Mask, and fucking love. Yes Man's really underrated, man.
You ever shot a cow with a bazooka?
I love Yes Man. But it was just Jim Carrey is phenomenal, and I've heard he was my favourite.
Oh, of course.
And then
Before they lost the plot.
aye, and then we Cindy Lou Who is now the lead singer of Pretty Reckless. No, for fuck's sake.
We've just absolutely stopped.
There's no straight punk bands for like the early noughties, man. I don't know their names.
And then you'd Anthony Hopkins, it was narrating it and stuff. But it was just, I think Dr. Zeus stuff is just really fucking trippy and a bit like kind of like Monkey Dust and stuff we're talking about. It's just a bit kind of.
Maybe I was just too young to really get it, man. Maybe I should get another go. Is that a kid? Is it good? I know it's meant to be a kid's film.
It's a kid's film.
That was always kind of weird stuff anyway, wasn't it?
It's just I honestly can't put my finger on it. It's nostalgia, I think, for me.
Right,
so I think saying to you, go and watch it, you'll be like, fuck's this. But it was like my kind of first thing I kind of got on DVD, I think it was. And it was, that's why it's remained. I think it came out in 2000, and then obviously it released on DVD in 2001. And we all know what happened in September 2001. So I thought I had to cheer myself
and what
up.
happened there? No, we're not starting that again, right?
So I obviously had to cheer myself up when the towers fell. So I thought...
You found solace in the Grinch?
Solace in the Grinch. So that's pretty much... Aye. So
if you think about the Grinch, would have probably liked 9/11.
Aye. You think... See, but that's the thing. You think he would have... if he was on one of the planes and his heart grew... And then he'd be like, no, we need to down this flight. He'd be on United 93, saving folks' lives because his heart grew. Right, we're not talking 9/11 again.
We can do money.
This is a weird Grinch 9/11 crossover hole here.
But no, that's my favourite film.
That's your film.
Go for it.
I'm dying on the hill that Die Hard's a Christmas film. I'll have absolutely no fucking slander of no, it's not a Christmas film. It's an
Die Hard
action.
is a Christmas
It's
film.
a
Hard is a
fucking.
Christmas
It
film.
takes place at Christmas during a Christmas party. You're fucking frozen. Only has snow in it, and no reference to Christmas. You can take yourself to fuck. I'm not dealing with it.
Frozen takes place in July, and that's made it a Christmas
Frozen's
film. Die
can
Hard,
fuck
no,
off.
no chance.
No chance.
No, having it.
But you're getting the arguments here.
No.
Totally agree with you. Because I can't watch Die Hard at any other time. Like, so
No,
for me, that's
aye.
a Christmas
I
film.
can
but-
watch 2 and Vengeance and 4, and the other one they done that isn't that great. But Die Hard, I always watch the week before Christmas, and that week before Christmas.
Aye.
We just watched it the other week, the other day there as I was singing.
Aye, it's usually my first one because it isn't as Christmassy.
Aye.
And it kind of builds you up slowly
Aye.
towards it. But obviously, the Wayne's birthday being the 10th of December is kind of ruining a bit. And your birthday as well, Steenie.
Aye.
So,
Can my Christmas film like
Aye.
that or thingy? It's like it's difficult because it's not really a film, I suppose. If you're wanting the one that I prefer, we watch it every year, kind of thing. Terry Pratchett's The Hogfather. It was what do you call it? A Sky.
Yep.
Done it like a 2-part film. Essentially, it was like a 3-hour bad boy if you watch both in the row, kind of thing. Terry Pratchett's like my favourite kind of author, and The Hogfather's basically Santa Claus and the Discworld kind of. It's great. I'd say again, if you want it and you want to listen, you would be better reading the book or listening to the podcast. No podcast, the audio book of it, because there's my favourite bit of the book isn't in the film, essentially, kind of hang of it, because it's such like a weird party kind of thing with the homeless people at Christmas and how they get 1 hour the rich folk kind of thing. But it's I love it, man. It's so strange.
Terry Pratchett's my favourite author
Is
of all
he as
time. That's
well?
mental.
Yes!
I in my house, I've got The Colour of Magic.
Oh,
like a
nice.
big, massive Colour of Magic. It's basically the full story. It's the full book
man.
on the wall, and it's got like the turtle in the middle of
Aye.
it and stuff like that.
Man, I loved it. Like, I've got like I've probably I don't know if I've spoke about this or that before. I'm writing any board games and stuff. Like I've got like a couple of the original Discworld board games and
have
that.
you?
Like Ankh Morpork, you can't buy them anymore. The company that made them doesn't even exist anymore. You know what I mean? That one and Witches and what's the other one? The Clacks it's called, which is the Going Postal.
Right.
I've got Going Postal on DVD, and we usually watch that in New Year. We watch usually Hogfather pre-Christmas, and we watch Going Postal in the New Year. Again, it's not quite as good as the book, but still a pretty good cover of it, or like a rendition.
I'd like to throw one more out there.
Right.
Groundhog Day.
Is that a Christmas film? Mm-hmm. Is it?
Takes place during Christmas, does it not?
No, it takes place during Groundhog Day.
Which is like March or some shit like that. It's
The
like
one with Bill
Daylight
Murray?
Savings Day.
Aye.
I don't know what a Christmas dinner and that. And he walks out and he's gave the woman a motor.
Is this Scrooged you're talking about?
Scrooged is brilliant, which is another Bill Murray film, but that's basically a Christmas Carol, but done like in the 80s.
No. It's like you've been living. Am I fucking tripping balls here, is it, Scrooge?
I don't think he's MD a motor, does he? in
No,
Scrooged?
he's
No, I bet I can remember, because I've not seen it in years, but it's
So-
just as you were talking about the Hogfather on my fucking Groundhog Day. I bet I can even watch it.
It's on there.
But
it's
they
on
know
Netflix
what
at
a
the minute.
Christmas dinner. And
No,
then,
they're-
Scrooged, mate, whenever he's looking in through the window at his brother and all that,
no,
having a Christmas
he's at
No,
a
I
dinner and he was shouting, and like, he's annoyed by a couple. And then the guy for the couple takes him out into the driveway and he's bought the woman a motor and he starts writing on it and all that.
I need
Like,
to
he
watch
just
Groundhog Day
fucks
again.
it.
Aye,
He
no,
fucks the full day up for people just for a laugh. I'm sure this is Groundhog Day.
That probably is Groundhog Day, but I didn't think Groundhog Day was
It's not a
set at
Christmas film, no.
I'm Googling it.
Aye.
My other favourite actual Christmas film is Bad Santa. But I could literally watch Bad Santa any day of the week.
I've never seen that.
You've never
but,
watched Bad Santa?
no.
Right, Al, you will love Bad Santa.
I want to go back to Terry Pratchett
All right.
because when I was in third year in high school, we done Johnny and the Dead,
All right.
the play, and Terry Pratchett done a talk in Bells Hill Library, and I've went to a talk with Terry Pratchett.
That's amazing.
It
Bells
was
Hill?
so cool. Aye, it
Bells
was
Hill
mental.
Library, man. I know it well. I used to get in there with my granny and grandpa. And that,
Aye,
man.
at the
That's
big
mental.
circle room.
Aye.
Aye, and he came in with his big hat
mad
and all that, and he was sitting swearing like a trooper and all that. And I'm like, we allowed to be listening to this, but it was honestly. I shout out to Miss Watson, my English teacher. She was, she took us to see Terry Pratchett, which is
That's class,
And it-
man. That Terry Pratchett is the best, man. But you know, I've been listening to the because I've been getting audiobooks through Spotify at the minute,
Aye.
and I've been listening to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy
Oh,
kind of
aye.
stuff. And there's quite you can kind of pull parallel like that. There's like
Aye.
they've got similar writing styles, kind of. I've been
Aye.
really enjoying it. Pratchett's still my favourite, man.
he's incredible.
Aye, real good.
What you
I
think?
think I've fucking lost it.
Aye, so do we.
I think I'm not writing it up.
If you look Christmas films and you're just looking at Groundhog Day is not in.
Just looking through Billy Murray's thingy, and it's no Scrooged, and it's no Groundhog Day either. I think I've made a fucking film up my head.
Right, get the pen out then and start writing it. Let's go.
Send it to Bill.
Aye.
Like he wakes up every day and it's just Christmas constantly. And there's a wee boy that says in the film, I wish it was Christmas every day, and he's like, no, you don't.
That
Like,
rings a bell, but I don't know what film that is.
Is it Bill Murray that's in it?
I've not got a clue.
We'll need to report back on this after Christmas, folks.
No, I'm finding out the new because I've
Somebody
lost my head.
Brian, somebody
Aye,
on YouTube
somebody-
the new is
Aye,
screaming.
somebody's
at the screen.
looking at it going,
They're in
right,
the comment section of the new.
Is it a Christmas story? No?
is it, I'm questioning if it's even Bill Murray.
Nah, I don't think it is. Because why would Bill Murray be in two films that take place or just one day? Repeated.
Oh, because they were all fucking high in cocaine back then.
Very true.
Allegedly.
Very
I'm just going to
So like, thingy, Christmas wise, and well, he
Put your
Ryan
phone down.
furiously
hold on.
googles.
Christmas Groundhog Day movie. Christmas do-over. No, that's not it. That was... Oh, for fuck! I don't know what's going on. I think I've lost it.
Aye.
Ryan's about ready to have a breakdown here,
Aye.
folks.
Put it in
Oh,
the
I've
chat
had
later.
enough.
So we're talking about like best kind of things like that. Like, mean, like, do you have any traditions that you do with your family, either your kids or your partners or anything like that on Christmas? That's things do every year.
So we always make hot chocolate on Christmas. The Christmas Eve is always watching after we put the present, after Santa puts the presents out, we have a hot chocolate with Gold's milk. See the cream,
All right.
the dead creamy milk, and squishy cream. That's another
That was a
impression I
good
can do.
impression,
Innit?
that,
It's good,
wasn't
isn't it?
You
and
follow
then
the impression?
Aye, that's what. But I tried to do that before, and it just didn't work doing a mic. It was just like somebody.
Some wee shit mic.
Aye. So I've never done it on stage. And marshmallows on top of it. We might have a Bailey's dipped in it as well.
Even for the wings?
Sit and watch. No, they're in bed. Santa's been.
All right.
And sit and watch the Grinch. When we put our tree up, we usually watch Jingle All the Way. But Gail put the tree up herself with the Wayne, so that was that completely ruined. So
Ruined Christmas for you. Is
so
that what's
pretty
happening?
much, aye. So that's the kind of really only traditions that me and her have got kind of together. But it's always kind of going to see Gail's mum and dad in the morning, and then my mum and dad do the meal and stuff like that. So
Fair enough.
aye,
We did this kind of thing now. I think this is coming up on our 6th year of doing it. That me and my wife a few years ago just decided, man, we can't be bothered with buying each other Christmas presents and all that sort of stuff, right? So what we do is we try and buy each other the worst possible present for under a tenner. And it's yielded some of the best fucking gifts ever. Like
That's a good
the
idea.
first year, Lucy got me a t-shirt with her face on it, right? But she's wearing a mask, like a big horrible alien mask, right? So like obviously when I wore it to work and stuff like that, and folk would go, what's that? And I go, that's my wife. Right? I've had fucking endless fun out of that one. The first year, like, she kind of whenever we started going out, said that she liked a labyrinth, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, that's went and locked in my head somewhere, the David Bowie film, The Labyrinth. So, I bought her a labyrinth fridge magnet, a big fucking chunky thing, right? Now, this has been one of the best purchases because it holds everything on the fridge. So, like, any of the Wayne's pictures, and then, like, right? But then next year, we were like, we'll do that again. Next year, I doubled down. I bought her another labyrinth fridge magnet. But, like, what did I get was it a couple of years ago? I got her a throw pillow, right? That was Kim Jong-un, right? Smoking a cigarette, and it says "Live, Laugh, Love" on it. Right? But I was buying it off a Wish, right?
God.
And it wasn't arriving. It was not arriving. I was like, oh no, it was coming up to Christmas. I was looking everywhere for this kind of thing, and I found another place that would do pillows, the kind of thing. So I got a pillow sent for this place. It was like a German company or something like that for a tenner. Like, right, no worries. I got that in. So I had that sorted. And then about 4 days before Christmas, the one for Wish arrives and all. So she got 2 little Kim Jong-il pillows.
see, you were
I wrapped them individually.
You were talking about the labyrinth fridge magnet, how strong it is. It'd probably be strong if it was David Bowie's chopper that was on it, because that was. Have you seen Labyrinth?
Years and years ago.
Because David Bowie's dick plays a very big part in it. Aye,
I don't remember
It's
that.
codpiece kind
Aye,
of thing.
he's
It's kind
got-
of on full display, basically.
Aye, he's got his walloper out for everybody to see in a Wayne's film. You never seen his
The
dick?
80s was wild, man.
I think I fucking blocked this out, man. Because I
It
watched
was
it when I
fucking
was about 8 or
windy.
9.
Straight
So
to
I
the
just,
camera, man.
one of the only things I know about Labyrinth is the door bit and she falls down, it's all the horns.
Oh, aye.
That freaked me the fuck out.
Oh,
and then
is it freaky?
there's a bit where she draws an arrow in the ground and the fucking wee goblin turns it. I know about that. No, and the bean gets stole at the pram. That's about it. No, the pram, the cot. That's about all I know.
Aye.
It's about all I was interested in.
You're not a creep.
I'm just creating a theme for myself here.
So you get any traditions around about Christmas, Ryan?
Not really. I've never really been in the same situation for the past 10 Christmases.
Aye. Just
My mum and dad
Happy
split
start
up. I'm always staying here, there, and everywhere, and fucking just get up with the Waynes now. Watch the Waynes fucking open their presents, and then pick somewhere to go for dinner and get drunk.
that's the best bit is watching the Waynes open the presents. and stuff
I
like
did
that.
have. I was about 17 till I was about 20. I used to go to Christmas dinner, and I wonder how drunk I can get before they're all right with me leaving to go to the pub.
Like, basically make an excuse to leave.
No,
By
just
getting
I
stoned.
kept
Or
getting
excuse for them to
drunk,
chuck
and then
you
they're
out.
like, right, just go to the fucking pub. You're doing our nuts in, because I'm quite an asshole. No, like I create problems. I just like to entertain myself and make jokes, and they can't be fucked.
I mean, that's I don't think I've ever been to a pub on Christmas Day. It's always me and my family kind of thing.
Oh, I used to love it.
Always...
I used to love it. I used to go to nightclubs and all sorts.
You know what I've noticed as well? Like, oh fuck, I didn't actually. I went to Mega Bar one Christmas. That was mental. But it's well like you're talking about like getting drunk and stuff. Like mulled wine. What is that all about?
Shite.
What is that about? It's
Shite.
like, but have you noticed there's other things that say, "Oh, try this heated up." There's like Cocoa Pops. They've got that saying, "Oh, why don't you try heating this up during winter and stuff like that?" And then they've put it in Vimto.
What, like heat up?
Aye,
Vimto?
heat up your Vimto. Well, the fuck.
Get the pan out, or like, what, stick it in the microwave? That might cause a nuclear reaction if you stick
don't-
Vimto in a
honestly,
microwave.
it's fucking mental. Folk just decide, oh, we need to sell this during winter. Fuck it, heat it up. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous.
I'm worried about that. What happens when you stick a carbonated drink in a microwave? That's gonna...
I may have so thought in the kettle. What would happen with your kettle?
You
Oh,
would
well,
break
no,
the kettle, I think so.
It's the juice.
Oh, right, like
The
in
diluting.
the
Aye.
diluting juice, right?
Aye.
that makes
Aye.
sense.
That makes sense.
What
on
happens
that.
if you
makes
put it
sense
in the kettle?
You probably melt
I'm
the
getting
kettle.
ready to fuck
kettle.
somebody's kettle up.
It's
Aye,
sugar's got
don't,
to
aye.
crystallise to the bottom of your hanging in a fire. Will probably happen at some
Aye.
point, right? That's
Right,
Don't-
I'm going
don't
to buy
put
a
them.
cheap kettle and fuck it clean up.
for science. Aye.
For science.
Aye.
For science.
In fact, I'll get something to record it and I'll just record it. Ryan's fucking daft science experiment. Just
Never heard the
break equipment for the sake of it.
Never had the heating up Cocoa Pops, though, man. That's a new one. That
Aye.
sounds absolute rank.
I've
like,
heard heating cereal up,
Aye,
but no
like heating up
Cocoa Pops.
Weetabix,
Aye,
man.
Weetabix is
Right,
fine, but-
here's a question. You take Weetabix. Do you eat Weetabix? How do
Aye.
you take your Weetabix?
I used to eat the Weetabix minis with chocolate chips in them. They were quality.
Right, so a child. Right, so like, I'll ask a real man.
Warm with peanut butter in it.
All right, but see, when you're saying warm, what is it? Is it still liquidy or?
Aye, it's just pure liquid.
No,
with-
mate. This is how I put like just enough milk to make it crunch up. You know what I mean? Like that, and then just so it's soaked in, but there's no moisture in it. Then I heat that in the microwave for like a minute and a half of that.
Oh,
It
wait.
comes out like a thick paste. That's
Aye.
how I used to take it, man. As a kid,
I like
See, going
my
to school,
Weetabix
and
like
it's
you could plaster your wall with.
Aye, it's so thick you could like fill in like cracks in the road and all that
Aye.
with this sort of stuff, man. And it's so warm, and you just like, oh,
That
but it's like
sounds
sugar,
phenomenal.
milk, mix it all up,
Nice.
and it's like hardly enough milk to make it any more moist. Obviously, the microwave takes the last 8 half, but see, you try to clean that.
Aye, you can't get it out the bowl.
Finish hingies aren't getting rid of that in the dishwasher. You know, it's a soak. You need to soak them because it's like what's it? They must stick to your ribs in the way it keeps you going, man. I still love that.
I have banana and golden
Yeah.
syrup in it,
Oh,
and
aye,
it is
good.
like that thick paste. And honestly, I think I could fill in a few cracks in the wall.
Plastering.
Aye,
Like the videos you see of people, like my Wayne showed me some mad video the other day where they had like they hid something right, and then they cut it open, like they put it inside like a pepper, and then it was money. It was how to hide your money, right? So it was like a guy with a tenner stuck it in a pepper, and then so he cut it open, glued it, then he stuck it in a carrot, glued the carrot, painted it out, and then he kept on getting bigger, and then he stuck it in a hole in the ground, and then put sesame seeds or it, filled that in. And it was like, what the
I've
fuck
seen
is
them.
this? That's the kind of thing that you would be able to do with that Weetabix.
All right,
right?
I was just thinking, how hard do you need to go to hide a tenner?
It's just a pure clickbait, rage bait, I think you call it, that sort of thing.
What?
Aye.
This rage bait.
Things that people do to make you raging. So
Aye,
you watch it and show it to somebody else.
Look,
Look at the fucking state of that.
Like
they
you're saying to
they
him
life
that Henry the
hacks.
Grinch is a shite film.
Aye, don't even bring it up again. But it's the life hacks as well, where
Aye.
like folk like cut strings off. Aye,
And they're
are
like filling
fucking
sinks
stupid.
with noodles and super glue and all that kind of on
Aye, aye.
Do that with Weetabix. Honestly, I could repair a few sinks with some of the Weetabix I've had.
Right, so Steve, you're the big music man. What are we talking about? Music?
Oh, Christmas
Music, what you saying there?
What's your favourite Christmas song? Right, I've got quite an extensive list of favourite Christmas songs. I think, to be honest, I can't even pronounce the one. It's probably my favourite. It's that Mike Oldfield and the Jubilee kind of thing. I love that because it's like the most written guitar solo in any Christmas song. But always, see when I'm going home, it's Chris Rea, Driving Home for Christmas, man. It's always like...
I put that on because I can connect my Alexa to my phone like before I leave, and before I'm coming home for my last shift before Christmas, I put it on Alexa, so I drive on my wains and that. Know I'm coming home.
But is there any kind of modern ones? Like one of the ones that I've really, really enjoyed in the past few years is the Vandals. You know the skate punk band, the Vandals. They've got a Christmas album called "Oi to the World," right? Rather than "Joy to the World," thing. And they've got some fucking fantastic songs on there, like Grandpa's Last Christmas, and for fuck's sake, it's fucking so just hilarious. Really fast skate punk. Got buying a gun for Christmas and all that, so he can protect himself if people stealing his presents. And there's fucking wild songs on it. It's really worth a laugh.
But I think the most modern, like Darkness.
Oh, that's a tune, man.
Don't let the bells
That's like
end.
the most. Probably the last time somebody released a real Christmas song.
And it came in number 2 in the Christmas.
Travesty.
What came Christmas number 1?
Was it
Trivia?
probably some X Factor or some
No,
guff?
it was
The Spice Girls.
Mad World.
Was it Mad World that year?
Mad World.
Was that whenever? Was that Fight Club year? That
Danny Darko. Donnie Darko.
That's it. Aye. That's a shame though, man, because it should definitely be.
Oh, definitely.
Christmas
I mean, and
number
he's
one.
singing about his bell end.
I know.
Don't
Really,
let
really
the bells end.
captures the essence of
Aye.
Christmas songs. Isn't it?
I saw somebody doing a bit of stand up about that.
What the fuck? I thought we were going to talk about Shane McGowan and
Oh, that's a
fucking
tune.
Celine
aye.
Dion and all that.
Aye.
But I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
You never heard the Darkness thingy?
Don't let the bells end.
No.
No.
Oh man,
Jeez, oh,
right.
man.
Mate,
Imagine you're on him because that's going on.
I don't listen to Christmas music. Like, I worked in a lot of retail and I've been in jobs where you listen to the radio and they
Yeah.
always start it too early, so it
that's
always
true.
just pisses me off.
You know what another ripper of a Christmas number one is though? Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of. I have to
Aye.
say it's on my playlist.
That was
I don't know that one.
to stop the X Factor getting number 1.
I remember in the shop that, like, see, the day after, me and my wife were driving home. I don't even remember we were married at the time, driving home for like Christmas shopping or some shit. I think we were maybe even in Edinburgh that, and that's when the chart was on, and we were in the motor whenever it was like in number 2, and then the other song came over. Like,
X
oh
Factor,
yes,
aye.
no, that we were so buzzing for it. And I was in the wee shop getting like stuff for like newspapers and that the next day, and some like wee old folk in the queue are like, that's shocking them. They boys just done that for money. I'm like, what did you think the X Factor were doing it for?
And all the money they made for that they gave to charity.
Aye.
They gave to shelter or something.
And
like that.
Radio 2 played it uncensored, no knowing what the lyrics were. and all that.
They got them in to play it, and they says to them, we're not going to, like, we'll censor it. We'll no say fuck you. I won't do what you tell me. It's like, well, that's obviously they're going to play
Is
it
that
uncensored.
the story where they go in a band called Rage Against
Aye.
the Machine,
Aye.
That's
and
it.
then we're surprised when they never done what they tell them?
Aye,
Pretty
exactly,
much,
aye.
aye,
When the
aye.
lyric is "fuck you, I won't do what you
Tell me,
aye.
aye. So no, we're not going to do what you tell us.
That's
So
a good
what are you saying about what's your Christmas
Music.
music? You don't fucking, is there any drum and bass Christmas songs?
Because I've always worked retail and things like that, I get fed up with Christmas music dead
I
quickly,
get it,
and I
I
just
get
can't be bored. And it's not until Christmas Day, and it's all the usual shite, your Celine Dion, your Michael Bublé's, fucking Fairy Tale New York, all that carry on.
Aye.
So I've just never really bored my whole.
No,
Sorry, on you go.
Fairy Tale New York as a
That's
as a
the tune.
banger. Well, give you that.
Indeed.
R.I.P.
But like one of the ones that I heard, it was a couple of years ago now, and you can't even find it on YouTube. I found it on Facebook. That somebody must just have uploaded it to Facebook, but I've like recorded it on my phone. Where somebody done a version of Band-Aid, like that song, but the only lyric in it is "It's Christmas time, there's no need to be afraid." So the guy does an accent of all the different people, but every line is It's like, it's Christmas time and there's no need to be afraid. It's fucking tremendous.
That was the song Riley was born to. See, because
Really?
obviously they have the radio on and stuff like that, and she was born to Band Aid, aye. Because it was Band Aid 20, remember? And Dizzy
Aye, they'd
Rascal done
redone
a rap, and then Bono had to be in it doing the same line again.
Yeah, here's one. If I might correct me if I'm wrong of that, but I remember at the time whenever the 20 version came out, Bono was like, "Oh man, I had to go and do my lyric and all that. I think that was my big lyric." And then when 30 came round and the climate kind of changed, like, you know what, I really don't like that lyric, and I had to do it again. So, because I think they just, for the sound, they just slapped that song together in 5 minutes, kind of thing, didn't it?
Aye.
Like Big Major just managed to pull it right out of the bag and write it off. Like, I think he came up with the idea, and Major done it in about.
That's a Bob Geldof tune, isn't it?
Bob
aye,
Geldof came up with the idea, I think, but Major, I think, was the driving force of writing it.
I don't know who that is.
Ultravox.
See, I'm so
Ultravox,
useless
aye.
at this
Vienna.
music stuff. I'm going to just need to go and
that
research.
guy.
I bet there's been
Scottish
useless and there's you. This is fucking mental. You don't know how Midjour and Vienna and Ultravox and
Standing still. No. We all stood still. You're too young, ain't you, man?
I can't fucking hopeless, man.
you're a bit. So drum. Who do you listen to?
Just fucking tunes.
You don't even just know.
I
Like
don't
a guy
even
or anything?
know.
No.
I just listen to. I've got fucking hundreds of English grime and a few American artists, some fucking hardstyle and drum and bass, and then I used to listen to like Johnny Cash, Kasabian, and I've just fucking all the show.
You just listen to bassline that's gone, kind of.
Aye, just whatever I'm in the mood for.
We had kind of a wee bit of discussion off camera about
fonts.
this, though, didn't we? We were thinking, like, because me and Al, we're both into, like,
You're
speed metal, death metal kind of shit and all that. We're going to try and drag Ryan along to some death
I'm
metal.
up for that, by the way. I want to go to a death metal gig. You just spoke me.
Well, there's two. There's another one I was meant to say to you. There's Napalm Death, the one that we put in,
Which would be seminal.
which is like I've
The death metal band,
Aye.
basically.
and Suffocation. I don't know if you know them, and Siswangabog. They're
Easy enough for
You
you.
sound
is it?
like an African tribe
By the
music.
way, I think I've said that right.
Probably
They're supporting them, and I really like him as well. But
right.
Napalm Death sounds like the one. Though.
It sounds like the one. I think it should be. I think if you want to go to see your first death metal gig, it's Napalm Death, man.
Aye.
They had a song that was like 3 seconds long.
Called You Suffer.
Was it no death? Was it just death?
No, it's the you suffer, is it no? And it just goes and then it just stops.
Which was the band CM Punk's old theme tune?
In Living Colour.
No, the one.
Oh, the one. Kill Switch Engage.
Kill Switch Engage.
Aye.
I would quite like to see them.
They're still going.
Aye.
I saw them at Download, and it was where it was called Download, where it was just teaming
Fucking
down with
rain.
rain, and everybody was starting like obviously folk were moaning about the fact it was raining, and the guitarist says if you're standing out there moaning about the rain, we advise you take your tampons out. Like, what the fuck you about? And then
to dry up the rain.
then he's and then
Fuck use would that be?
then he's going back to his fucking trailer with aircon and fucking
Central heating.
Aye, well that kind of shit. And then he's having a go at us, and he said that, and I'm like, "Fuck you," and I walked away. I really like that album.
Spat them.
Incarnate. I think I was listening to a song for the day.
A crowd can just turn on a band when it's doing that sort of shit as well.
fucking
like,
pain in the arse, man. Absolute dickhead. But they're a good band. But see if you were to say like, oh, I'm not listening to them because I don't like their politics or I don't like them as a person, you'd never listen to another band in your life.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think everybody out there's a fucking beast. Like you see, like Mick Jagger, Elvis Presley.
That was the wrong Mick to
God.
start with there.
Mick Jagger, Elvis Presley, who else? Jimmy Page. What they used to do is they used to find like young lassies that they were interested in and sign adoption papers so they could take them out on tour with them. It's like 14, 15-year-old lassies.
Oofed.
So, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's like,
I know, we've got quite done a dark hole again,
I know.
man.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. My favourite
grim.
Christmas
I
song
know,
is...
How did we go for favourite
Cut.
Christmas song to fucking artist bumming children?
I know. Aye, sorry about that. But my favourite Christmas song is Stop the Cavalry by Jonah Lowe.
oh, it's a tune and all, man. Aye. You don't know this thing, no?
Oh, right, I know that
Aye,
one.
see, nobody knows what it's called, but everybody knows it. Well, me and Stephen know what it's called because we listen.
I like the snow is falling.
Oh,
aye,
aye,
Shake-
Shake
oh,
Stevens.
that's a
Aye,
tune,
that's
I like
aye.
that one.
We'll give you that.
I love Christmas songs, man.
I know. Greg Lake, I Believe in Father Christmas.
That's one I don't know if I
Oh,
know.
yeah, you did. Doodle-doo. They said there'd be snow at
I
Christmas.
know that one.
see
That one gets
one.
a skip on my list.
That's it.
I usually skip that one.
No way. I love
man.
that
I've got a
song.
few, like, 'cause I remember I used to have like "Now This Is Christmas" kind of thing, and all that. Like, and there was.
Now
I
this
made-
is Christmas.
well, I think
What
it was
one's that?
John Lennon.
War is over.
Aye.
That was number one on the CD because
That was number
my
one on
mum
the
and
CD.
my mum and dad would go down. They would go down to make sure Santa's been right. Even when I was up to about 18-year-old, they would still do it. They would go down and they would save and go down to check if Santa's been, and we'd stand up the stair and they'd put on that CD, so it was always "War is Over" would start. So
Aye,
it's like
coming down.
"Merry Christmas, John," and then "So this is Christmas," and then Stephen just saying that.
Aye, I
The
get it.
hairs
No,
in my my god.
that's number one on my playlist, and
Aye.
I put it on and all, man. That's that tune.
And that was so that kind of started Christmas for me with that song because it's like, right, Santa's been, let's put this CD on, and then we'd go down and open more presents.
Get that fucking CD on. Oh, he's at the cookies. Took a wee bite out it. He's drank a wee bit of the milk. See, I should have clicked a lot earlier because we used to leave Santa a bottle of Budweiser and a packet of flame grilled steak McCoys.
To a snout. Oh, he's only
I
smoked
should have
one of them.
twig. I'm like, that's my dad has on a Saturday.
Your Santa gets left a beer as well.
Aye.
Aye.
And you're fucked if I'm only drinking half it.
Fucking leaving none of it. I'm like,
There's no crumbs left for the mince pie or nothing.
He's ever done that thingy, the fucking elf, that shelf thing we are wearing?
get that to fuck.
We've started it this year.
Oh,
Was this you just started
yum.
it, man?
Aye, so this morning was on the sign Maid wrote, "I've decorated the tree," and then April went to the tree and wore pants for it.
That's quite good.
See, we've always done bits that are you don't involve a lot of cleaning up.
Aye.
That's always been our
See
ones.
the ones with the old
Pants in a tree, we've definitely pantsed a tree, but
when they do like the sugar and it's like snow and all that.
I've
No
never
chance,
bothered
man.
that,
No doing
They've
that.
done the toilet roll down the stair, kind of one. No, that
Aye.
being, well, I thought, somebody's going to need a shite later on. My right, this wee bastard back up. But like usually it's just whatever. If we've been talking about something, they've been doing something. If we've got a board game or something like that, they're playing the board game or something. You know what I mean? Things like that.
See, to me, like, I don't understand it. I never done it when I was wee. I think I
Aye.
never done it when you was wee. And my weans are young enough that they don't need to do it. Not that I'm in the house to do it with them, but... but anyway.
Real talk.
Aye. No, but like, I just think you'll get to like the 11th, 12th of December and then you'll just be like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Aye, definitely.
Aye,
This
no, we're
time of the
getting
year,
there, aye.
oh shit, I'm going to my bed. It's 1 in
Aye.
the morning.
Aye.
I've still
What am I
not done
got to
something
do with it now? And
There's-
all that, carry on.
There's been 2 or 3 times me and Gail be lying in bed. It's like the elf. We've had to go back downstairs and do
Aye.
something.
Fuck,
One
I
day,
fucking
one
know.
day, the Wayne got up. Like I'm talking about 3-4 years ago, kind of thing, when he was right into it, sort of thing. He got up down the stairs, like, "Oh, the magic's gone. The elves haven't done anything." And we were like, "Oh no!" And then like Lucy was up consoling him, and I did something quickly, and then would you call it? We were like, and then he came back to the oh, they must just like you know like. But it's weird though because the oldest one figured it out a couple of years ago, kind of thing. Whenever, and he was like, so he's helped us do things like that. And
Oh,
at that
nice.
point, like. Would you call it? I think Jacob knows, but he still just plays along. I think we're just doing it to see because he still laughs when he sees it and stuff like that.
Aye.
But why the things we've done, they got like sweeties or something. And he went to like, oh, thank you. Like, you know,
Aye.
you know, that's fine.
Aye.
And you
Seen
know
it?
about the tooth fairy and all, but you still want £2.
Have you seen the belter that somebody's just clearly ran out of ideas and just replaced it? Just took the Santa hat off it and put like fucking rib bones in a wee elf
Aye,
shape and just put
says-
the hat next to it and went the elf
The elf
did.
did. Aye.
That's somebody I would do that because I'm no fucking doing that anymore.
That's coming out in therapy in 10 years.
Aye, aye.
I broke up to a dead
Why
elf
is
when I was
the
younger.
Wayne just sitting in the corner like this?
Aye. I've saw one where like a dog's ripped it to shreds, and the waves have come down to see it, and it's the dog's killed the elf, which is. But no, I mean, Elf on a Shelf. It was just brought out to say, like, oh, this elf is watching you. You need to be good, and then it's turned into no. We need
But I
to do
thought
things
that
with
was
the
just that Santa phoned me last night. I thought that was a full
elf. I can have Santa on the phone and all that.
Aye,
Aye.
it's just, it seems like it's just, oh, this money making scheme now. Christmas is lost its touch of, right, the Waynes get their presents in the morning, then it's family time. It's how can we make more money and how can we make more
It's
money?
hilarious hearing you say that when you're like 13 years older than me, because it's been like that forever, man. You know what I mean? It's
I
just,
don't know, but
it's just how
it
you feel about it. It's when you're a kid, it's magic and all that, and then when you get to a wee bit, you get sceptical as fuck, and then. And it's
I'm
because
going-
they are trying to pump money out of you as much as they can.
Aye,
every opportunity.
even I went to the Glasgow markets this year, and I'm going, we're walked round the St Enoch's one, walked round the George Square one, I'm like, it's just all the same. It was a Chinese stall, and it just sold Chinese food, and I'm going, what the fuck's that got to do with Christmas?
What is German sausage got to do with Christmas as well?
I think it's just because the Germans just done like. Was it
Germans, they invent
I
Christmas.
don't know if they invented Christmas, but thingy, it was Prince Albert. Thingy, know the Pearson, the actual Prince, Queen Victoria's man. Whenever like he was German, and whenever they got married, kind of thing, he brung a tree in and started decorating it, kind of thing, because that's what they've done in Germany. Apart, that's my thingy, my extent of the knowledge on it. So Germans have went bigger on it because for longer than.
I just walk around the Christmas markets. I go, lot of shite. Ferris wheel, lot of shite.
When they first came out and they were quite like a bit of a novelty, it was only Edinburgh that had them, and they were cracking them.
But it's all just a money making scheme.
I mean,
everyone
it's good. I mean, but
traditions and that though.
have you seen the videos for it though? They're packed. You can't get moving in them.
Aye. We went through on a Saturday, man. We went through on a Saturday night one meeting, then Saturday afternoon the next week with the Baines, and I'm going, fucking can't move. And
well, we managed to take like my Wayne's obviously I've said before, I've got like autism that they don't go to the pantomime because the noise kind of thing.
Lucky you.
We take them to Edinburgh that day. Can I take them to school and we go to the Edinburgh market when it's quiet. So that's what we get in and at a good time for it. Basically,
that's probably the best thing to do.
Pantomimes are a lot of shite too.
Oh no, they aren't.
Don't know if I've just turned into a fucking Scrooge, right? But fuck me.
Turning into the Grinch, you become what you hate.
I know.
I just pantomimes. You're like, it's good for Wayne's and that, but see when you need to sit through 2.5 hours, like, oh yes, you do it. Fuck off. I just want to sit and get drunk at the back.
That's pretty much all. Aye. See, that's pretty much.
I've cut my drinking recently, but I still think about it lovingly.
Quite a lot. But well, there we go. That's our Christmas episode. We hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you've enjoyed Christmas. More importantly,
can I just say one more thing before we go? I love a Christmas jumper. As you've seen, I've wore a Christmas jumper 2 over 3 episodes so far. But this one, I got this in Asda that long ago. See that bit? That was an iPhone 3. Right, you put your iPhone 3 in there and you could make it like a wee fireplace, like a wee app. But no phone is going to fit in that now. Look at the size of that.
Aye.
You can't. So for years it just looks like a fucking wreck.
Right.
If you were wondering why it looks like that,
didn't quite.
that's you put your phone in it and it
That's
held
cool.
it.
How wee was an iPhone 3?
That wee?
No way.
Aye, that was the size of it, man.
There you go.
Mental. There you go.
But my hat and my jumper didn't last long because I'm a sweltering mess of a man. So.
I just came back to the iPhone 3 thing. Now I can finally say my belly's the same size as a phone.
Same here as a wee Ericsson, right enough. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Have a
We had
good
a good
one.
one.